Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to be filming a week in my life. I'm actually starting on Tuesday because I wanted to start it in the beginning of the new month. And I'm going to be doing these every single week so that I will actually have videos up. One thing that I did, I'm going to turn the camera around. Hold on. Let's see. So as you know, if you watched my What I Got for Christmas video, I need to set all this back up, but I got a surround sound for Christmas, and I'm super excited because tomorrow night is when Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother comes on, and you know, if you watch the show, you know that they like whisper a lot, and I can barely hear what they're saying, and so I'm very excited to have a full surround sound system to be able to hear everything they're saying, and also like watching movies and stuff is going to be really fun. It's gonna be like I'm in a movie theater, which is so great. But yeah, so I got this whole surround sound, this like bar right here, and then these two little squares, and then this whole thing is part of it as well. But I got all of that for Christmas, and we just set it up, me and my dad did. Piper's outside right now. I'm gonna let her back in. Let's go let Piper in. Also, I haven't mentioned this before, but my brother came, so my doors to my sunroom have been freezing up during the winter months. Like overnight they'll like freeze where I can't open them, and I tried to keep trying to open it, and there used to be a handle right here. Here's the handle. But my brother accidentally broke it because he was trying to pull the door open for me because it was frozen, and I was trying to let my dog out, and basically when he pulled it, he broke it off the thing, so I have to like get a new one. But it's supposed to look like this. I actually have a very interesting story to share. So a couple of weeks ago, I had a very traumatic incident happen. My dog, this little thing right here, decided to gift me a dead mouse in my sunroom at 8 o'clock in the morning, or like 7 o'clock in the morning or something like that. It was like on a Sunday, and I knew it wasn't my cat because I let my cat out into the sunroom, but she doesn't go anywhere past the sunroom. The time frame that it could have happened, so I know it was my dog that brought it in, and I woke up to it dead in the middle of my walkway in my sunroom, like where I go straight to take her out. Like I could see it out my window, just dead on the ground. And I was like, well, what do I do? Like this was also in the midst of everybody being sick during COVID. Like I think I was over it, but my dad was still sick, so I couldn't have him come over and like get rid of it for me. So I had to figure it out. And so I basically looked like a crazy person trying to go out here. And I basically I had my mask on, I had rubber gloves on, I didn't touch it. I took a paper towel, I took an old broom that I had, and my the dustpan or whatever it's called, and swept it into the dustpan, and then put a paper towel over it and walked it over to the other side of my fence and dumped it onto the other side of my fence. But anyways, before I put these away, these things right here, I don't think I've mentioned these because I just recently started getting them, but they're from PF Chang's. They're called Dan noodles. Holy crap, these are so good. This is the best one out of all of the like different dinners like this to me. But if you like really spicy stuff, you would like the other stuff, but I just don't like it. But this is amazing, and I got 3 of them because we're about to be snowed in again, I'm pretty sure. And we were snowed in for a good bit a couple of weeks ago, and that was crazy. But I got those because I am obsessed with them, and they have been out of them for weeks now. I feel like every time I get into liking something that's the most random thing that I've like never tried before and I've wanted to try, right when I start trying it is when everybody else tries it, and then everybody takes them and I don't ever get them again. But the next thing that I got was some Dunkin' Donuts coffee, because that's what I've been drinking lately, is the decaf medium roast from the Dunkin' Donuts brand. But I have been getting the Keurig cups. Oh my gosh, the lighting in here is awful. I'm so sorry. Type of coffee, but I usually get it in the little Keurig cups because I just have a Keurig and that's what I've been using. But I found out that you can actually get reusable K-cups. So I ordered some and they're supposed to be here today so that I can have this, and I can also save money because this is gonna last me a lot longer if I just put them in the reusable ones. Plus I'm not throwing away a bunch of plastic and all that stuff, and it's gonna save me money and it's gonna be nice. And I'm about to watch a Hallmark movie, and then because I literally have a day off right now from work, so I'm kind of just going about and doing whatever pretty much, and right now I'm about to do that. And then I need to do a whole video on the books I'm reading this month, but this is the first book that I'm going to be reading this month. I have read this book before, but I have not ever finished the final book of this series. She's also who wrote the Magpie Society that I talked about in the last video that I posted, but this is the second one. First one of this series, which is just Girl Online. I read literally this entire last weekend. I read it in 3 days, and the book's are not that long, but I'm taking my time on this one and the third one and gonna finish those. And I also have a couple of other books, but for right now, this is the book I'm reading, and then I'll do a whole other video on every book that I'm reading this month. And yeah, so that is what I'm reading right now. And then, because this is the year that I'm going to actually finish the series. Anyways, I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Hello, everyone. It probably looks like I'm in the same outfit, but I just have my jacket on because it's cold in here. I just had it on. But today is Tuesday. It is nighttime now, which is why the lighting looks a lot better. But hold on. Let me see. I'm going to move this over. But I have a few things going on right now. In about 30 minutes, Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother comes on. I also did not realize that Travis Barker's ex-wife is also gonna be on there. And there's a lot of already talks about it's gonna be weird because Lamar Odom is on there. And obviously he dated Khloe Kardashian, and now Travis is engaged to Kourtney Kardashian, so it's going to be a little bit of mingling with them possibly and talking about all that stuff, which is probably going to be interesting to me. I don't know. And so that's about to happen in literally 30 minutes. But I am making some what are they called? I'm making those P.F. Chang fried green beans because my neighbor is going to come over and we're going to watch Big Brother together. And I'm going to be making those Dan Dan noodles that I got yesterday just because I like to eat dinner while I watch my shows, you know, at nighttime. And what else? And also The Amazing Race comes on after, so that's going to be fun. But I also wanted to show you, let me just explain what happened today because it was chaotic. Literally, this day was stressful as, it was crazy. Basically, I planned on getting my dog groomed, and I've literally, since months ago, I decided I didn't like the place that I was taking I didn't like the place that I was taking her to, so I wanted to find a different place, but because of COVID and everyone in every single house near me getting COVID animals and needing to groom those animals, the fluctuation of clients, and also with COVID, because if their staff gets sick, you know, they can't take new clients in, all that stuff, everywhere that has a way for me to get my dog bathed and nicely cleaned up and everything is not taking new clients. They won't reply back to any of my calls or texts. Nothing is going right with it, and I'm just gonna have to, I'm to the point where I'm just gonna have to do everything by myself. And it's funny because I feel like a lot of more people are in the same boat as my mom and I with our animals, because when we went to one of the pet stores to get stuff, I ended up, there was literally no cutting utensils, no shears, no scissors, no nothing in there, everything was gone. So that was our day this morning because we found a place that we thought was going to be nice, and it turns out that she only did little tiny dogs and not big dogs, even though I told her the breed that I was bringing her. Then when we showed up, it was not what I was expecting at all, and so we just decided to bring them back to the house and figure it out ourselves. And yeah, so that was our morning. And then we ended up going to get some sand for my mom's aquariums, and we went and got sand, and then we also went to Home Goods, and the only thing that I bought, I will show you. I was wanting to get some like rugs and stuff for my house, but no, I ended up buying a cat toy. And she doesn't have any trees like this. I know it's like very basic and minimal, but those big ones are like $150, and I'm just gonna wait and see if I can find one on clearance or something, because I want to eventually get her something bigger. But this is what I found for right now, because she's like lost all of her toys. I can't find any of them, and I just need her to be busy a little bit more because she has been quite the interesting cat lately. But yes, that is what I got her today.
Oh, do you like your new toy, Pumpkins?
So yeah, and today was just crazy. And then I did actually teach today, but the way that I had to teach today, I had to do it over text because of where the other person is, like the student and everything. I had to text everything instead of being able to FaceTime or be in person. So that was a whole different situation, and we've never had to do that anyways, we never had to do school in that way before. So there was that, and then yeah, so it's been a chaotic day. And so I got home, I literally just needed to like zen out this afternoon, and so I read my book for a little bit of the day. I actually read it earlier before I left, and then I didn't finish it. I had like 3 or 4 more chapters left to read. So I took some time to like decompress and read the rest of my book, and then I watched a few YouTube videos. I watched like Jess Fam just now, and then I watched, who else I watched? I watched Colleen Vlogs, Colleen Ballinger, Ballinger Family, which is her brother's family, and Tori DeSimone. I watched like a good bit of people. Oh, Brooklyn and Bailey. But yeah, I watched Alicia, there's my oven, Alicia Marie. I watched her vlog channel today, and yeah, so I watched all of them, and then I'm about to maybe try and sneak in. I just only have like 30 or 20 minutes now, but I was gonna try to sneak in an episode of Degrassi before I watch Big Brother, but my neighbor is about to be here, so I don't think I can do that. But yeah, so I'm about to watch that, and then that's pretty much gonna be my night tonight, is watching TV shows for the rest of the night until I go to bed. That's pretty much how I spend most of my nights, is just basically in my happy place, sitting on my couch with my snacks, watching TV. Literally, like, I just like being in the comfort of my own home. I really like being able to spend time in something that I worked so hard for, and I don't know, I just like that. So anyways, I will see you guys probably in also tomorrow will be interesting, because I think we're gonna be stuck in our house for the entire weekend because we're getting a huge snowstorm coming through. And so that will be the 2nd or 3rd time that it has snowed already since I've lived in this house. I think it might have snowed around like November, December at some point, like for a day or something. It was very light. It had nothing was really, it didn't really like stick very well. And then a couple of weeks ago we had where it stuck for like 2 or 3 days. And it was like ice and stuff too. And then and then now we're about to get a whole other thing of it, and it's going to be coming through the entire day tomorrow, starting at like 3 in the morning. And it's steadily been raining, so the rain is going to freeze most likely, which is going to cause ice, and then it's going to be snow on top of the ice. So it's going to be an adventure. But anyways, I will show you what it looks like tomorrow morning when I wake up. So this happened yesterday. Sorry, my windows are nasty. Hold on. I'll open up the door so you can see. But it's snowing outside. Ooh, there we go. Oh, my cat wants to look at it too. It's not showing up as much as it is on, like, in real life. What the heck? There we go. It's kind of coming down. You can like see. Okay, don't mind my shirt being a Halloween shirt, but it's the one shirt I have that's really warm and cozy. So, as you saw, it was snowing, and this calls for a little kitchen chat, which is pretty much this entire video, because, focus, can you please, okay. This calls for a kitchen chat. Basically, I did not even film at all yesterday, which was Thursday. I have my coffee here in my Ember mug, and also I need to tell, so this is a blonde moment. Let me just show you what I did. I showed you that I got this coffee, and basically I mixed up the names of two different things like you would if you were gonna say, oh, I'm going to Bath and Body Works, but you were actually going to Bed Bath and Beyond. That's what I did with my coffee. So I usually get the Donut Shop K-Cup coffees, like the medium roast decaf, regular Donut Shop coffee. I went and picked up Dunkin' Donuts medium roast coffee instead of the Donut Shop coffee. So that's great, and it tastes a little bit different. I'm still gonna drink it. It's just very like flat and like very like watered down and very like thin, I guess. It's not like a strong coffee, I guess. I mean, it's a medium roast, but still, like, I can tell a huge difference in the taste of this coffee versus the kind that the Donut Shop coffee. It's definitely different. Not my favorite, so I'm just gonna hurry up and drink this so I can go get the actual kind that I want. Yes, so I had a vlog fail yesterday. Basically, we woke up to snow and ice, mostly ice all over the place, and I knew that I wasn't going to be going anywhere, and I was planning on filming my morning and stuff, and then my morning like completely went not how I wanted it to. I had a situation with a friend that I was on the phone with for like an hour, and then I just sat on the couch all day and watched TV. I read my book. What else? Oh, I watched Big Brother. I pretty much just had an off day and like basically took the day to like decompress from the past few days that I've had. And I'm cooking some biscuits right now for breakfast, and I'm trying to think of what else that I am, like today I'm again gonna be stuck in my house. I'll show you some stuff that I'm doing, but pretty much all I'm gonna be doing is watching YouTube videos, Hallmark movies. I have a 2-hour episode of Big Brother coming on tonight. Last night's episode was a little juicy. There was a lot of stuff happening, like, I don't know their names very well, but I think her name's Misha, and she's like an MMA fighter, and she is who won HOH, so she is able to pick who goes home this week, or potentially could go home this week, and she had her eye on Teddy, but then, like if you don't watch the show, you don't know who I'm talking about. I don't know their last names, most of them, I don't know their last names, but Teddy, and she wanted her to go home, but then this ice skater girl named Mariah, Misha was like, hey, I want you to be in my group with me and help me get Teddy out, and I want you to maybe potentially be a pawn on the block, which is meaning that she would just go up on the block, but she won't go home, but most of the time pawns go home. And she was like, oh, I don't know about that. And she was like, okay, I'll just go kind of with it and just see what happens or whatever. So then she goes off, and the ice skater girl goes off, and she decides to go and chit chat to Teddy and tell her basically everything that the other girl said, and basically was like, you're gonna be on the block, you're going home, like she wants you out of the house. And so Teddy tells Todrick Hall all of this, and then basically Todrick goes back and tells Misha everything, because they've made like a final chew together, and they're like, and that like was his first, well no, actually he was in his first group with the people that he's like in the room with, and then like all the fashionista people, and then her and him made a group with like the athletic people, and so he told her everything. So basically she decided, okay, well, if she's gonna go and chit chat to everybody, the ice skater girl, then I am going to put her on the block. So she puts her on the block and then also puts Carson Daly on the block. I don't think that's his last name. They put him on the block because she wanted him as the pawn. So she talked to him before and was like, oh, I'm gonna use you as a pawn. You're not going home. You'll see who's gonna be going home next to you. And so basically him and the ice skater girl, Mariah, are on the block right now. But tonight is the veto and somebody's going home. So I'm very excited about that. And I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, my battery's about to die. I might want to charge it before I do anything else. But yeah, I'm basically just gonna be chilling at the house, literally doing nothing because I'm stuck in my house. Oh, but my, before the camera dies, my power, we've had a lot of crazy power outages here. My power went out for 2 hours yesterday around like noon to like 3 in the afternoon. And like 2-3 hours, I don't really know exactly when it went out, but I was in the middle of watching a movie and then the power just went out. And I was sitting here like trying to figure out what I needed to do. I got one of those little like plug-in things that like the battery power chargers, because I was like, oh, I can go outside and charge stuff in my car because everything else is dead, like my computer where I could charge stuff into it, like my phone and stuff was dead, so I couldn't charge anything on it. And then I was like, well, I can just charge stuff in my car. Well, stupid me realized, oh, well, I have to raise my garage up. Can't raise the garage up because the electricity is out. So it was a whole situation, and then I was trying to figure out what I needed to do if we had to go stay somewhere or just make sure that I was like staying warm and stuff, because I didn't know how long the power was going to be out. And thankfully it was only out for 2 hours for me, but for my brother and his girlfriend's area where they like live at, they have actually had no power since like yesterday morning to last night. And I don't know if they still have power yet, because they literally had to all like gather in the living room, and thankfully they have a fireplace at their house, and they all just were like sleeping in the living room next to the fire to keep warm all night. And that's basically what they did. But our power thankfully was only out for like a couple of hours. And I was trying to savor my phone because my phone was only on like 36% because I was on the phone with people, so it was racking up my battery. There was just a lot happening in the beginning of the day, and my brain was just focused on that and not focused on, let me take my camera out. But anyways, that's what happened for yesterday and today. And so, or not today yet, because it's only like, it's literally not even 9 o'clock in the morning yet. But yeah, so there is your update for right now.